Life's a journey, not a destination. That's how the old saying goes. If you're like most people, you've taken a few wrong turns along the way. Now might be a good time to take a look at the roadmap to your destiny. Motivational speaker and author Scott Wimberly is here to talk with us about hope. Scott, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's been a tough year for a lot of people living in Tuscaloosa. Lost a lot. Some of them lost loved ones, friends.
Right.
I guess it would be very difficult to, or very easy, I should say, to lose hope in situations like that.
Right. I think how easy or how hard it is to lose hope would be, what is your hope based on or based in? And, you know, with everything that's going on, and when you mentioned back in about April, I talked to one gentleman that said that, that he had lost his place of work, his kids had lost their school, their church, and their home. So the four kind of, for men, and women too, but mainly men, the four cornerstones are where you work, where you worship, and where your kids go to school, and where he had went to school as well, and his home, of course. But he told me that he never, the one thing he didn't lose was hope.
Wow.
And I thought that was, you know, I hope that I could say that same thing. You know, I hadn't lost near that. But again, and he went on to tell me what his hope was based on and in, and things like that. And I think different people are going to have their hope based on different things, or really not things, because you can lose things.
Right. Which we've seen.
Right.
Plenty of evidence of that. We got the tape to prove it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I got the pictures. But hope is the one thing we've seen people do, just the extraordinary things when hope was the only thing they had, but it was the only thing they needed. And I'm thinking like prisoner of war camps, you know, where, you know, just atrocities happen to people. And even in the World War II, in the concentration camps. And, you know, the one book in particular that Viktor Frankl wrote, and the thing that he kept talking about was, I had hope. I had hope. And he survived it. And not only came out of it, survived it, but he came out of it better than he was when he went into it. So he kind of turned the tables on what they were trying to do. You know, the Nazis were trying to take the hope from the Jews.
How do you build a strong foundation for hope to where, when you find yourself in those situations where the vast majority of people would be hopeless, how do you find it? Where does it come from?
Are you asking me personally how I find it?
How would you advise people to find it?
See, you can get there. For me personally, my spiritual hope, my spiritual life growth is my hope. Now that may not be, well, I think it is for everybody, because everybody is spiritual, whether they say they are or not. Even atheists are spiritual, you know. But we all have that spirit connection. And I believe more people, even if it's Mother Earth is your God, you still have that spiritual connection. For me personally, Jesus is my hope, you know, God. And that's where I draw my strength from and my hope from. But I think our spiritual hope overrides the physical and the mental. Because of those people that survived these places wherever they were, they all come back to that one thing, you know, I prayed to whomever, and they receive hope from that.
Right.
You know.
So you would definitely advise people that, regardless of what your belief system may be, to be part of a belief system. To be a person of faith, whatever the faith
whatever
may be,
your faith is, right.
In dark times, that's really where you gather your hope from.
In light times and dark times, all the time.
Both. All
Anytime.
the time.
Anytime.
Gotcha. All right. Scott, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
You can find out more about Scott, his books, and following the roadmap to your destiny online at scottwimberly.com.